The world of Pokemon would be an amazing place to live, especially with their added benefits like free healthcare. But there's one thing that I noticed that no one else seems to really bring up, and that's even though every single Nurse Joy looks exactly the same, at least in their own region, you can actually tell them apart. I first started being able to tell every single Nurse Joy apart a few years ago when I rewatched the whole series. And just over the last week I rewatched the original series once again. Hello, my name is AJ Splutter, and today we're going to go through every single Nurse Joy and how to tell them apart. Our joyous journey begins in the Kanto region, home of nostalgia, memorable gym leaders, and a plethora of joys. Throughout the original series of Pokemon, and the many more after it, there was a running gag where Brock could actually tell all of the Nurse Joys apart.
Ah, that's the Pewter City Nurse Joy!
The Joys all look exactly the same to me.
It might not be too obvious if you're just watching the series casually, but if you actually pay attention, or you put two Joys side by side, then you'll be able to tell that there actually is a visual difference between the two.
Ah, you're the Joy from Saffron City, yeah! Ah, and you're the Joy from Celadon City!
So for the people who haven't figured it out already, how do you tell the Nurse Joys apart? Well, it's quite simple. Every single Nurse Joy has different coloured medical cross on their hat, occasionally corresponding with the name of the city that they're in, like Fushia City being a little bit purple, a little bit pink. But that's not the main point of this video. Sure, it might not be that hard to figure out the difference between each of the Joys yourself, but can you actually tell them apart? And that's where I come in. I just rewatched the entirety of the Kanto Saga, and I took notes. So for what I believe is the first time, let's go over each Nurse Joy and which colour medical cross is in which city. So let's start at the very first place that we know to have a Pokémon Center, Viridian City. The Viridian City Joy sets up every single Joy with the main depiction of the Royal Red Cross. This cross is the go-to for events, as you'll see later on, and also the classic colour choice for any artwork. Next we move on to the Pewter City Joy, who has a greyish blue emblem. The Route 24 Joy has an off dark green colour. The Vermillion City Joy has a dusky orange, while the Maiden's Peak Joy has a bright yellow cross. The Hop 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 Town... yes, Hop 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 Town has a pale pink emblem. The Gringy City Joy has a bright blue emblem, while the Route 18 Joy has a vibrant green. And just up north the cycling road is Sunnytown with a rose pink emblem. The Matcha City Joy breaks the colour code by having a bright orange cross, just that little bit more vibrant than the Vermillion City Joy. Next we meet the Indigo Plateau League Inspector Joy, who's dropping by Dark City to inspect the Yaz and Kaz gyms, with a very bright pink emblem. The Route 3 Joy wears quite the opposite with a baby blue emblem, and the Faraway Town Joy has a pink emblem much like the Indigo Plateau League Inspector Joys, but a little bit duller. The Small Town Joy has a red cross, but it is a little bit duller than the Viridian City Joy, and the Mysterious Garden Joy also has a red cross, but it's a little bit duller than the Small Town Joys. Fushia City's Joy has a purpley pink cross, and the Cinnabar Island Joy has a deep orange cross, which is just a little bit brighter than the Vermillion City Joys, but a little bit darker than the Matcha City Joys. Now here's where it starts to get tricky. The Old Port Wharf Joy has a red cross which is nearly identical to the Viridian City Joy. However, she's only seen in her colours in the poster. And as I mentioned before, the official colour of Pokémon Centers is that royal red. Taking it up north to the Indigo Plateau for the Pokemon League, we have the Saffron City and the Celadon City Joys, both bearing royal red, along with the official Pokemon League Village Joy, who also wears that red. As mentioned before, to not break my theory of every single Joy having a different colour medical cross, these last few Joys could simply be wearing their royal red medical crosses because they're involved in a press photo, or because the majority were rushed to the Indigo Plateau to support the Pokemon League and it's their official Pokemon League uniform. Well, I hope you enjoyed this very lengthy, in-depth analysis of every single Nurse Joy in the Kanto region. If you want to stick around on my channel, I'm sure to cover other regions and Nurse Joy variants, along with differences between the Officer Jennies and other Pokemon type theories. Okay, bye.